I didn't think I'd be alive at almost 86 years old.
Jane Fonda, a Hollywood living legend with 2 Academy Awards, 7 Golden Globes, Emmy Award, and the honorary Palme d'Or to name a few, has managed to maintain a body shape and fitness level that people in their 30s would be proud of, let alone their 80s. Born in 1937 December, Jane is turning 86 and she is still going strong this year with all these projects. I want young people to stop being afraid about getting older. What matters isn't age, isn't that chronological number. What matters is your health, she said. We will go straight into her 5 secrets to maintaining her vitality. How she exercises. One thing she never misses to do in the morning. Foods that she eats. Vitamins she never misses. One thing she takes to maintain her intimate life active even in her golden years. So, let's dive in. How Jane exercises. Jane is always thankful that she has strong thighs with strength and flexibility to carry out everyday activities. In her own words, every day when I get out of a car, I thank the goddesses that I have strong thighs, that I've worked out to keep strong thighs. When I'm backing a car up and I have to look over my shoulder, I'm thankful that I've kept flexible and I can turn my head and it doesn't hurt. Just basic things like that you take for granted when you're younger but can't do anymore when you're older unless you have remained strong and flexible. To stay strong and flexible, the best workout routines Jane recommends are aerobics, dance classes like Zumba, hiking, walking, fast walking, and elliptical machines. Not only are these great for your heart and weight, but they can rejuvenate your brain. In fact, Jane says that she does aerobic exercise every single day, and that would explain why she's still such a young-looking actress. It's practical and fun advice like this that explains how she has managed to sell millions of copies of her workout books. One thing Jane never misses. Stretches. Jane is convinced that she can still move her body like a 30-year-old because she stretches her muscles on a daily basis. It's one of the best ways to make sure that your muscles don't cramp or that your ligaments and tendons become stiff. Stretching exercises are a great way for older adults to keep fit and healthy, bringing increased control, flexibility, and strength to their muscles and joints. Some of these stretches also help to alleviate muscle pain, joint inflammation, and swollen ankles in older people. To develop a proper routine, it's best for your older loved ones to practice these workouts in the morning. Sleep. Jane shared with Vogue, "I sleep 8 or 9 hours every night." This is a similar habit as Queen Elizabeth, who has lived to the age of 96. Her longevity secrets are covered in one of the videos in our channel. National Institute of Aging of the USA states that older adults need about the same amount of sleep as all adults, 7 to 9 hours each night. Those who reported less than 7 hours of sleep showed an increased risk of death from all causes as well as an increased risk of death from cardiovascular causes. What does Jane eat? Jane says she eats a fairly healthy diet and she's not rigid. "I have cut way back on red meat. I've cut back on fish because fish supplies are dwindling. I eat vegetables. I eat salads. I eat fresh food." Jane is very open about her past eating disorder, bulimia, and it ultimately forced her to become as educated about dieting as most dietitians are. We will first take a look at 3 rules she applies in eating, followed by what she actually eats for her breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Try to stay away from the prepackaged instant ones.
First, avoid the long shelf life junk. This isn't just about avoiding the burgers and pizza that have become daily habits. It's about checking the shelf life of food when you're grocery shopping, and if it will last for months or even years, then it's probably not all that good for your health. Instead, only buy fresh produce with a limited shelf life. The best place to find these is the farmer's market, so visit the nearest one to get preservative-free food products. Dr. Andrew Freeman, a cardiologist, observed, "I like to say, the longer the shelf life, the shorter your life." The foods that have a long shelf life are ultra-processed foods. In one study, researchers followed more than 100,000 French adults for about 5 years. They found that the more ultra-processed foods people ate, the higher their odds of a first-time heart condition or stroke. Those who ate the most processed foods were 23% more likely to suffer cardiovascular trouble compared to those with the lowest intakes. Second, fresh fruits and vegetables. Jane is all about making her breakfast, lunch, and dinner colorful.
I eat by color.
That means a long list of fruits and vegetables. And the more colors you choose in fruits and veggies, the better it is for your well-being. According to American Heart Association, eating a variety of colorful fruits and veggies is the best way to get all of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients we need. Follow this chart from American Heart Association for more detail. Third, intermittent fasting. She doesn't call it out as fasting in the numerous books she's authored, but she generally takes the approach to avoid eating between certain times of day, which is the main concept of fasting. Jane also recommends keeping a food diary, and that's a lot easier these days with apps like Num. This will also help you to stay on top of your macros and salt intake, which Jane says you should keep to a minimum to avoid the risk of blood pressure issues. Here is what Jane typically eats.
Never skipping breakfast.
She never skips breakfast. She feels it sets her up to consume fewer calories throughout the day and prevents afternoon crashes. It's also a great opportunity to start the day right and nourish the body and mind. However, Fonda avoids a sugary breakfast, and sugar in general. Any sugar only comes from natural sources like fruit. She prefers slow-cooked oats and various smoothies. Juice recipe. In this video, we will share 2 smoothie juice recipe that Jane swears by. First, Jane's favorite smoothie recipe is raw apple juice, or you can use some water instead, whole banana, 2 spoons of protein powder, 0-fat Greek yogurt, frozen fresh peaches, instead of ice, unfrozen blueberries or blackberries, whatever is in season. Agave for sweeter taste if you fancy.
So good.
Jane has another recipe. This time to get a sufficient amount of daily servings of veggies. Kale, parsley, beets, carrots, celery, lemon, ginger with skin, apples. Even her grandkids love this vegetable-packed juice.
Oh.
For lunch, her plate is always full of colorful vegetables and lean protein. Fonda also avoids prepackaged instant and canned food as they are full of unwanted chemicals, additives, and sugar. Who doesn't enjoy a healthy snack? The forever young star loves snacking on grapes,
Red grapes, these are one of my favorites.
apples, and low-fat string cheese.
Low-fat yogurt.
For dinner, she prefers lean meat such as chicken together with a small serving of brown rice and steamed vegetables. What vitamins Jane swear by? While Jane obtains most of the nutrition from her colorful meals, Jane also takes some supplements. 1. Multivitamin. A high-quality multivitamin supplement for women should give you most of what you need to maintain a healthy immune system, metabolism, and digestion. It's the easiest way to boost multiple body functions with one pill. 2. Vitamin D. Looking at Jane's skin should give you an idea of how much she takes care of it. She said in an interview that she tries to avoid the sun. And anyone that is careful with sun exposure should take a vitamin D boost daily. 3. Magnesium. With all the activity she does on a daily basis, her muscles will crave certain nutrients. Protein is the obvious one, but minerals like magnesium may help to improve muscle function and relaxation at night time. Intimate life. Jane has been very open about her active love life. So active that in one of her interviews when she was 73 years old, she admitted to use testosterone to improve her love life. She revealed that the male hormone made a huge difference. In her own words, "Here's something I haven't said publicly yet. I discovered testosterone about 3 years ago, which makes a huge difference if you want to remain sexual and your libido has dropped. Use testosterone. It comes in a gel, a pill, or a patch." But she adds, "I had to stop because it was giving me acne. It's one thing having plastic surgery, but it is quite another to have adolescent acne. That is going too far." Science seems to be on Jane's side. Though testosterone supplements aren't approved for use by women, recent studies have shown that they can boost women's sex drive. According to WebMD, women who take testosterone have been shown to have more sexual thoughts and fantasies as well as more satisfying sex. The supplements may be helpful for women who have had their ovaries removed or who have certain adrenal or pituitary gland problems, as well as those whose libido has lagged for unknown reasons. But the supplements should not be taken by women who could become pregnant, nor by women who have or have had breast or uterine cancer, high cholesterol levels, heart disease, or liver disease. Because these can deliver a dose that may be too high for women, it may be better for women to ask a doctor to prescribe a custom compounded supplement, if needed. So, there were all the secrets from Jane Fonda on her longevity and vitality. She summarized her enduring good looks down to 10% plastic surgery, 30% genes, 30% lifestyle, and 30% good sex.